Being transgender is something where you can genuinely be born with different biological features or whatever, and that doesn't contribute to gender or like societal norms at all. I think those are two completely different things.
Is woman face offensive?
I don't think that's woman face. I think those are people who were born in the wrong bodies, who are becoming themselves.
So if you can identify with a different gender, why can't you identify with a different race?
The biological side of it, because race has no biological connections whatsoever. It's purely based off of physical appearances.
I just asked you if it was biological. You said yes.
Is recognized off of skin color. If you weren't, then skin color your whole
Right,
life.
because it's biological.
Why ain't nobody talking about it? Ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by Big George Foreman. From Affirm Films comes Big George Foreman, the miraculous story of a once and future heavyweight champion of the world, based on a true story of one of the greatest comebacks of all times and the transformational power of a second chance. Big George Foreman is starring Chris Davis and Academy Award winner Forrest Whitaker. Y'all know my boy Forrest Whitaker finna kill it in this film. Rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13, so parents, do your due diligence, man. If your kid is under 13, this may not be the movie for them. Only in theaters beginning April the 28th. And for tickets and showtimes, go to biggeorgeforeman.movie. That's biggeorgeforeman.movie to get the movie, get the theater times, and go see this miraculous movie, spectacular movie. And my favorite is Forrest Whitaker. So I have to go see Forrest Whitaker do his thing. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to throw this out here real quick. You know, they always have this concept of being transgender. Now, that to me is a more difficult threshold to accomplish in reasonableness in biology than being transracial. But I wonder, why can you be transgender but you can't be transracial? I never understood that. You have to literally take puberty blockers and do all kinds of other stuff to change your gender, all this intrusive surgery. But to be transracial is as simple as saying, hey, I just identify as X. Why in society? I mean, we know why in society they won't do it, because then the conundrum continues. But why can't we call them out for it? You can be transgender, but you can't be transracial. How would that make sense? All right. I want y'all to hear PragerU did a video asking people on the streets, you know, how they thought about transracial versus transgender stuff. Wrote a clip.
What's up, guys? Aldo here with PragerU. Today I'm at UCLA to ask students about blackface and this new phenomenon of woman face. Why is it socially acceptable to be transgender but not transracial? Let's go find out. I want to show you a couple pictures of prominent figures rocking blackface and get your reaction to it. Is that all right?
Very interesting. I did not. Okay.
This is Rachel Dolezal, who was a president of a chapter of NAACP, who identified as transracial. She said that she was born in the wrong body and that she identified as black. This is Ted Danson at the Friars Club Roast in New York City. This is Sarah Silverman in blackface on her TV show. Yeah. What do you think of when you see these images?
It's not good. It's really bad.
Do you think people can identify as a certain race?
No, I do not believe you can identify as a certain race.
So do you think identifying as a different race is offensive?
This is a very good question. I think, I don't know. You can't become something that is recognized off of skin color. If you weren't, then skin color your whole life.
Right, because it's biological. Do you think that people who claim transracial are making a mockery of real black people?
Yes.
These people in college, y'all, I just want to know, it's not a high school, it's not a kindergarten class. This is like the next generation of debt. These people that went into debt in order to learn absolutely nothing that's meaningful. If you've gone to college and you have any intelligence, you should already see where this kid is finna go. You can already see where this is finna go. Watch how these people contradict themselves.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about woman face. Have you guys heard the term woman face?
No.
Have you heard this term? So this is men who identify as women, and then they benefit socially and financially from many cases. Do you guys know Dylan Mulvaney?
No.
So he transitioned, and after he transitioned to a woman, he has millions of dollars in brand deals. You have Leah Thomas, who has William Thomas, ranked very low on the swimmer scoreboards. After transitioning, was #1 in the country.
It's bullshit to me that you reap benefits for something you're not.
I think that is a completely different story, being transgender.
See, why the black students got to be? See, we caught up in this woke intersectionality. I'm not saying white people aren't, but it's like it's disproportionate that black people think like this. Even with the mask thing, when I walk around the airport, it's like disproportionately that black people still wearing masks. I don't get it.
Is something where you can genuinely be born with different biological features or whatever, and that doesn't contribute to gender or like societal norms at all. I think those are two completely different things.
Is woman face offensive?
I don't think that's woman face. I think those are people who were born in the wrong bodies, who are becoming themselves.
So if you can identify with a different gender, why can't you identify with a different race?
The biological side of it, because race has no biological connections whatsoever. It's purely based off of physical appearances.
I just asked you if it was biological. You said yes.
Is recognized off of skin color. If you weren't, then skin
She don't know what she's talking about. They don't even teach the kids to have a good argument.
color your whole
Right,
life.
because it's biological.
Or I mean, sex has biological backings, but gender is not. Gender is a spectrum.
Why is it socially acceptable to be transgender, but it's not socially acceptable to be transracial?
I think that's like they're very different things. I think that like I don't know how to phrase this in a way, but
You can't, because it's stupid. That's why.
that I would say like is
I wouldn't say I'm educated enough to have the proper definition of like
At least you admitted it.
separating the two.
But what about like how Rachel Dolezal, she said that she was born in the wrong body, that she really is black. Why is that any different than being born in the wrong body and being a woman or a man?
I don't know how to explain it, but I know that it is.
I feel like people, they have the freedom to do what they want.
Is that an endorsement of transracialism?
You don't want to get canceled.
Kind of got me, huh?
Do you see the hypocrisy here?
I do see the hypocrisy, but I don't think the hypocrisy is like, I'm not trying, how do I phrase this?
You don't know how to phrase it because it don't make sense. It's impossible to make sense. You done spent $40,000 this year on debt, and you just left college dumber than you went in.
Maybe
And I'm not trying to be mean to these people. These people are acting in good faith. They're just brainwashed.
it's like, if I want to be a dragon, I can just be a dragon or something.
Why is it socially acceptable for people to identify as a different gender, but it's not socially acceptable for people to identify as a different race?
Well, I don't know. That's a great question.
I hear a lot of people on this campus today that say the black face is wrong, but the woman face is totally acceptable. Why is there a double standard for race and gender?
That I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, you guys, that is a wrap here at UCLA. Definitely an interesting one here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
All right, so y'all go to PragerU, check it out. I think they have some more cool videos on there. Obviously, I love PragerU. They get the little 5-minute videos. I've done a 5-minute video. But anyway, I think that conservatives should start pushing this a little more too. Like, no, people need to start being transracial, because at the end of the day, there are white people that identify more with black people than they do white people. And they've always been more attracted to, more involved with, more culturally aligned with black culture than they have other stuff. Why can't Rachel Dolezal be transracial? It's crazy to me because the hypocrisy runs deep. Women can get their rights thwarted because they're lower class citizens, but you can't do that to protect the classes like black people, whatever. It's just crazy to me. I wonder if people say I identify as gay to get a benefit that gays get, and then you can just transition back and say, no, I'm actually straight. I don't identify as gay anymore now that I don't have the benefits. It's crazy to me. Anyway, like, subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. I want your opinion in the comment section.